So a Xiaolong has two daughters. One is another Xiaolong, and the other one is a Rose. Both have an uncle that is a Branwen. Man, this is one weird family. Hey everybody out there in YouTube land, Jake the OneManBand is back again,
Hey!
And I'm here.
Hey you! Over here! Didn't you say you were gonna do a Team Auburn video?
Well, yes, I did say that. I did say I was gonna do a video about Team Auburn, but research has been kinda slow. So, I needed something to, give to the masses.
You're lazy.
So, back to the video at hand. Yes, it is true that I'm going to be doing a video where I talk about Team Auburn with the whole RTX reveal, but I just want to do a little bit more research before I dive into that, so that video is going to be coming soon. But in the meantime, I want to address something that I stated in one of my previous videos. When I was talking about Crow and Winter, I said I made the mistake of saying that Crow's name was Crow Rose. That is incorrect. I knew that was incorrect, but at the time, my brain wasn't functioning correctly, and since I was talking in context of him being Ruby's uncle, my brain automatically made the connection, oh, well, his name must be Rose, because, family ties and such. That is incorrect. His last name is Branwen. And then a few people actually brought it up. You're like, hey, you got this wrong. I just wanted to let you know his name is Branwen, and I just want to be like, I know that! I know I'm smarter than I look, please. I know. But then it actually got me thinking. If Crow is Ruby and Yang's uncle, then why do they all have different last names? This is a really big question that I think a lot of people kind of overlook or don't really think about, which is why I've come up with an idea on how this kind of all makes sense, more or less. So, what do we know so far? We know that the father of both Yang and Ruby is Taeyang Xiaolong. So that's where we get Yang's last name. She's the easiest. Xiaolong takes her father's name. Very nice. But then we have Ruby Rose, who, why didn't she take her father's name? Why does she have why does she take on her mother's last name? The maiden name of the family. Makes you wonder. Well, my personal opinion is that she took on the last name Rose in remembrance of her mother, due to the fact that her mother died or is missing when she was very young. At that time, she may have been a Xiaolong, but then took it upon herself to be named Rose in remembrance of her mother. But there's another theory that I'm thinking about, which I'm gonna get into later. But right now, let's talk about Crow really quick. So, we know that Crow and Raven both have the same last name. So this can mean many things. This could mean they're brother and sister. This could mean that they're husband and wife. It can mean a lot of things. And then there's also the thought of, oh, Raven Yang's mother. Raven is Yang's mother. So, yes, it would make sense for Uncle to be Yang's uncle in that sense. If Raven is indeed the mother of Yang, that means that, Crow would be her brother, which would make him and Taeyang brothers by marriage. So that would automatically make him the uncle of Yang, and not really the biological by marriage uncle of Ruby, but Ruby is still Taeyang's daughter, and Taeyang and Crow are brothers by marriage, so the uncle thing still works. But what if Raven isn't Yang's mother? Then how is Crow essentially their uncle? Well, now we head on to the theory that I have. The theory pretty much goes, whether Raven is indeed Yang's mother or not, Taeyang loved Yang's mom, whoever that may be. They got together, they had a child, and for some reason, Yang's mom then left. So, leaving Taeyang to care for this little infant girl. So, of course, she would take on her father's name because she never knew her mother, pretty much. And whether her mother was Raven or somebody else, this means Crow was there. Now, there are theories going around that Taeyang and Crow were on the same team together, and I believe it goes a little bit farther than that. I think that they were friends for a very long time, and this is why I believe that Raven isn't Yang's mother, due to the fact that if she was Yang's mother, that would mean Crow was her brother. And then she just disappears? Wouldn't you think Crow would be a little miffed about that? Wouldn't Crow know something? Why wouldn't she have gone to Crow to ask him about these things? Really makes you wonder, doesn't it? So with that alone, we can cross out the idea that Raven is indeed Yang's mom, just due to that little fact. I mean, she could have talked to Crow about why her mother left, or maybe Taeyang never really said who her mother was. But I just think either the creators overlooked that little minute detail, or Raven is in fact not her mother. Sorry to go off on that tangent there. Anyway, back to Taeyang and Crow. So Taeyang and Crow, they're friends, they're mates, they're awesome, they're best friends, buddies. So when Taeyang now has this, little bundle of blonde amazingness in his arms, Crow's just like, oh geez, this is gonna get crazy. So essentially, since there's no woman in the house and Crow is, I'm guessing, single at the moment, he goes and helps his friend to take care of this young daughter, sort of becoming a godfather. Yeah, that'd work, a figurative uncle, not by blood or by marriage, but by both of their but by Yang's dad and Crow being so close in friendship that they're pretty much brothers. And then, of course, this brings up the idea, well, what about Summer Rose? Well, one way or another, Summer Rose and Taeyang then got together. And then RWBy came to be. She was birthed and she was cute and adorable, and so Crow, already being the figurative uncle for Yang, takes RWBy under his wing. But I think it goes a little bit deeper than that. I personally believe that Crow had a thing for Summer Rose, RWBy's mother. And he was probably the shy one of the group, while Taeyang was kind of just like, come on, I'll get any girl I want, and all that. Whether he actually went after Summer Rose, or they kind of had a one-night stand type deal that ended up in RWBy, after either Summer was pregnant with RWBy, they then realized we actually have to get together and start a family. And, Crow, being the good friend that he was, even though he was saddened by this, he still supported it. And this is why, when Summer Rose either died or disappeared, he took RWBy under his wing. He didn't take Yang under his wing. If you remember, Yang was already going off doing whatever in school, but when RWBy entered the academy, he trained her. He single-handedly went to her and decided to train her. Probably in remembrance of her mother, maybe because they were best friends, maybe because he secretly loved her. So pretty much to wrap this theory in closure, Taeyang, Yang's mom, got together, had Yang. Taeyang's mom is not Raven, due to the fact that if she was, Crow would have a few choice words with her due to the fact that they're brother and sister. Taeyang and Crow were best friends. Therefore, Crow becomes a godfather to the infant Yang. And then, Taeyang has a fling with Summer Rose. Whether it be a one-night stand or an actual marriage, RWBy is then comes into the picture. Crow also becomes a figurative uncle to RWBy. And then, Summer Rose goes off on a mission and either dies or is missing in action. Crow then takes RWBy under his wing in remembrance of either his lost friend or lost love. And pretty much those are my thoughts of the complex family that makes up the Xiao, Rose, Branwen family. I should have, you know, come up with something better than that, but I guess it's there now. So, I'm Jake the One-Man Band. That's gonna end the video here, so be sure to like and favorite if you've enjoyed, subscribe, of course, and,
You really screwed up this time.
What?
Why did you throw me like that, Jake?
No, Cube, you don't understand. I had to use you as a projectile because the girls, they were looking at me. You guys noticed? Cordro, protect me! Cordro, protect me! Cordro, protect me! Hey guys, just wanted to say once again, thanks for watching the video, and if you truly enjoyed, be sure to hit that subscribe button because it really helps me out, and be sure to leave a like down below and also a bunch of comments. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this theory, as well as any theories you have. And also, if you guys have any thoughts about Team Auburn, leave them down in the comments below. That video is probably going to be coming out next week, so you guys can look forward to that. And don't you guys worry, I got plenty of more videos already lined up and in the workings in my brain. So, enjoy the end credits. Or this end slate. I'll see you later. Yay-ho!